How's it going, guys? I'm Onesie Banette, and welcome back to Showdown Spice, the series where I attempt to ladder to 1700 on the UU rankings, but every time a Pokemon faints, on my side of the field anyway, I have to take a swig of this, Incona Hot Pepper Sauce, and it is absolutely disgusting, seriously. Now, I'm gonna say this right now, I'm not gonna change the team every episode because I don't feel like I really want to be having to test a new team on my other account every 2 or 3 days and have to keep team building every few days because it's very annoying. It's really, really annoying, and I get frustrated when I can't find a formation that works, so if I get a team that works, I'm just going to spam the hell out of it. Anyway, I'm going to be leading off with version New again, which is the team I used in the last episode, which is Umbreon, Crobat, Mew, Rotom-Mow, Banette, Mega Banette, and Slowbro. Now, the reason for this is because I didn't really get... I don't feel like I used the team as much as I should have in the last episode. I don't feel like I got the most out of it, even though I did win quite a few battles, but I just don't feel like it was enough. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get straight into this, and we're going to look for a battle. Whew. And the first thing we come across is actually a very stally team, with the flipping Defensive Duck and Milotic combination. Now both of these get screwed over by freaking, oh god, what's it called? Oh my god, Rotom! Both of them get screwed over by Rotom, and what I'm predicting is that Aerodactyl is going to have Stealth Rocks, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead with Feetus, because Mew is a good lead. Heracross. Predicted. Now the obvious play right now for me would be to go into Exile, but I don't feel like I feel like they're going to predict that and go for something else. I don't want them to predict me going in for a Stealth Rock, so I may just stay in and go for Knockoff. Alright, use Knockoff on me. I need to knock you off. This was a Leftovers variant, so not bad. Not even bad. Now I'm going to go into Exile, because Exile can pretty much threaten this thing, and I'm glad I got rid of those Leftovers. That may help out later on, if this Heracross decides to come in and try and be a spam, like, what am I saying? If this Heracross tries to come in and steal someone's status that was meant for another one. Knock off again. Oh, why would you go for it again? It's fine though, because I know I'm faster than you, and I can go for a U-turn because you're obviously not going to stay in. So Porygon 2 comes in, special attack gets raised. So I'm going to go into... should I go into InTheCut, Rhys, or Feetus? I'm feeling like Feetus, because I can taunt it, or knock off. Yeah, I can knock off. This thing's not going to want to stay in on me. I have a feeling the Heracross is going to come back in as I go for the knockoff, so I'm going to double switch. No, I'm not. I'm just going to go for Soft Boiled, as this thing goes for Tri-Attack. Ah, you're joking! Thanks! Oh, you're freaking kidding. Oh my god! Soft Boiled, that's fine. You get some Power Hacks! Knockoff. Thank you. Bye-bye Eviolite. Okay, now I should go into Rhys here. As it goes for a Tri-Attack. I want to get rid of my Mew's Paralysis because that's going to be annoying late game, so I'm going to set the Wish first as it goes for a Toxic, and that's fine. Because now what I can do is I can go for the Heal Bell, as I was going to originally do anyway, and I can also get rid of this Toxic, so... That Porygon 2 is pretty much just fodder for the rest of the game now, because it's paralysed, it's got no Eviolite. Sure, it may be able to take a few hits, but nothing drastic, really. It's not really going to be tanking anything now, because it's got rid of that thing. I guess the one thing that it can do is it can come in and get the... boosts, the thingy boosts. I'm going to go for a Foul Play. I know it's not going to do much, but it's just going to be nice to pay something, get a little bit of damage off on something. Hopefully the Milotic doesn't come in. Oh my god. Yeah, hopefully the Milotic doesn't come in, because I don't want that thing coming in and and sponging up my foul plays. Yeah, that's going to do a nice, respectable amount of damage as the Toxic comes off. I want to go for Heal Bell again right away, but I also want to go for Foul Play. Yep, I predicted it and went for the Foul Play. That's nice, get a bit more damage off on this thing. I'm going to go into Onesie. No, it's going to go for Knockoff. It's going to go for Knockoff, and I feel like I should go for the Protect, but I don't want to... I'm going to predict it, because a Knockoff won't kill me. Yep, Knockoff won't kill me. You can't knock off Mega Stones, so I'm going to Protect on the first turn. Get up, and Knockoff goes off again, and I feel like I want a Destiny Bun. I want a Destiny Bun, because once this thing's out of the way, I can do some real damage. But I feel like it may be useful later on to keep Onesie around. Should I Destiny Bond? Oh god. Should I? No, I'm gonna go into Exile. Knock off, that's fine. I can go for the Brave Bird or the U-turn. I'm gonna go for the Brave Bird. Because they may think I'm going to go for the U-turn, and I'll go for the Brave Bird and take it out. I mean, this guy does only have one rocker, and that's the Aerodactyl, and if it's Mega, I doubt it's going to be... they predicted it, but it's fine. I think I can take it out with this. Yep, but I'm going to die. No, I'm not! The recoil didn't kill me. That's pretty sweet. Now, whatever he brings in here is going to prove that it's Scarfed, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Rhys. This thing's obviously Scarfed if they're bringing it in now, because I know that Exile is faster than a lot of Chandelures. Pretty much most of them, but Scarf is going to make it faster, so the reason they're bringing it in now is because they're a complete dick. No, they're bringing it in now because they know they can outspeed, but it's fine because I know that Thingamabob is going to help out. Like, it's going to be... I've got a tweet. I shouldn't have checked that, but okay. Wait, what was that? Oh yeah. Basically, I know, yeah. I've said that about 3 or 4 times, so I'm going to go into Rhys, sponge at whatever hit, Dark Pulse, it's fine. Now I can go for the Heal Bell. Or should I Foul Play? Because if that Heracross comes in... Go for the Heal Bell. Now I've got to think, what is there actually that Rhys can wall? I mean, I don't know if Chloritza learns Aura Sphere. I also don't know if Chandelure... Well, this Chandelure, really. I have nothing else that can wall this Chandelure. So it's probably best that I go for the Heal Bell now. As the Heracross comes in, what's it going to do? Got a bit more health back with Protect. I'm going to go for Close Combat. Now I'm going to predict for them to go for that again. For them to not go for it again because they've seen I've gone for Protect. I'm going to go for a Foul Play on my own. Yes! Predictions! That is sweet. I'm certainly going to take that. Now as they go for the Close Combat again, or Protect again, gonna have to go into Onesie. No, Duh. Yeah, I'll go to Duh. Sponge this Close Combat. Now I know I can take a Mega Horn from this thing. 100% can take a Mega Horn from this thing. So I'm just gonna Ice Beam. Knock off. I don't need my leftovers. Leftovers are not needed on this thing. So you can knock them off as much as they need. I'm focusing on the Regenerator and Slack Off boosts anyway. So that's 2 really, really annoying Pokemon down as like really early in the game, and that's actually really, really good. So certainly going to take that. Aerodactyl. Can this thing take me out in 1 hit, or is it just going to get its rocks up? Cut Exile Rhys. I want a bank that I can take the hit, but I also really don't, so I'm probably going to have to go into Rhys here. Mega Aerodactyl. Yep, Thunderfang. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Now I'm going to go for the Wish, because if I can live its hit, which is going to be the Stone Edge, if I can live the Stone Edge, I can protect up again, and if Clawitzer. Now I need to see if this thing gets Aura Sphere. If this thing gets Aura Sphere, I'm sure I can take an Aura Sphere from this thing. Sure, but I want to go for the Protect anyway. Yes, it does get Aura Sphere. It does. In that case, I'm probably just going to have to... I'm going to gauge how much damage it does. I'm going to have to gauge... That's fine. Chandelier comes in. Wish. Let's go for Foul Play. Because if this thing decides to attack me... Yep, going for the Flamethrower. I'm going to peg it with a Foul Play now. Boom. Over half damage. Now this thing's probably a Scarf Chandelier, like I found out earlier, so there's no reason for me to go for anything else. In comes Clawitzer. Like I said, I can certainly take an Aura Sphere, but I'm gonna play it smart here. I'm gonna go for the Wish. Aura Sphere. That did nothing. I can even take it. Wait, no, I can't. Yeah, it's probably the best thing to do there was to go for that. That. Now I can take a crit one from here. Can't take one from here, so I'm going to go for Protect again. This Umbreon really does screw up his team. It really does screw up his team. I'm going to go for another one. Because I know I can take this. Final Protect before I start doing some damage. Yeah, I can see in the corner they're using the Dex thing to check how much it actually does, like how much PP it's got. So let's go for another Foul Play. Aura Sphere comes off. Ooh, now this is gonna be annoying. It hasn't done more than 43% so far, but I'm gauging that there's gonna be a crit. Oh, 1%! 1%, it's fine. Give it a Protect. And the Aura Sphere goes off. I'm gonna go for a Wish again. Hoping for no crits here. Really am hoping for no crits. You know what? I'm gonna pull a bluff here. I'm going to Onesie. Get all of Onesie's HP back. Now Onesie's not going to outspeed that thing, so it's probably a really bad decision. But if it's Spexed, I have a feeling this thing might be Spexed. I'm gonna go for a Shadow Claw. No. I don't want to risk it. Really don't want to risk it. Really don't want to risk it. So I'm going to see right now. Oh, it's still Aura Sphere. Let's go for a Toxic. Aura Sphere again. It's Ghost type, but it's fine. I'm going to go for another Toxic. I think Rhys has done its job. Rhys has done its job. So, yeah. Definitely. In comes Aerodactyl. I'm going to go for a Destiny Bond right here. I'm going to go for a Destiny Bond. Aerial Ace. Let's go for another Destiny Bond. Because even if they switch out, I can peg this Milotic with a Toxic. And completely shut it down. And it's done the same to me. I'm going to go into InTheCut now, because I haven't used Rotom yet. In comes the Aerodactyl. This thing won't be taking me out in one hit, so I'm going to go for a Volt Switch. Yep, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. Aerial Ace goes off, Volt Switch. Ta! Yes! Takes it out in one. I know I got a bit lucky with the crit there, but it's like not really much of a problem. It's not really much of a problem because they weren't going to do anything to me anyway. I could have just gone into Derp over there. Now I'm just going to go for the Protect to see what they scarf. They scarf themselves into Flamethrower. So now what I can do is I can go into Dirt, take the hit. Not as well as I'd have hoped, but now I can go for a Slack Off. As in comes the Milotic. And as they go for the Toxic, I can go into Feetus. Oh, they missed, but it didn't really matter. Oh, they forfeited! Rage Quit! Boom! And that's put me up to 1339. Oh, that's certainly good, certainly good. Now I'm going to go for one more. I'm going to try one more battle here. Ooh. Ooh, okay, this will be interesting. So, obviously Mega Aggron's going to be using Stealth Rocks here. And they've got the Arcanine and the Flygon and the Electros and the Flygon to have the U-turn, Volt turn, core thing. I'm gonna leave a Onesie because Onesie. Mega Evolve and Protect. See what they do. I'm gonna go for a Foul Play. Now that would really hurt Onesie because it's Onesie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into. Oh no, I just got a Twitter thing, but I'm gonna go into Feetus. Foul Play. Whoa, that did a lot. Go for a Soft Boiled. It's fine, it's perfectly fine. Now I can go for the Knockoff safely. Knockoff, bye bye. Leftovers gone. Foul Play, 50%. Go for a Taunt. There's the Foul Play crits. No crit, but what? Why did it do 56%? I don't understand. I really don't. But now I've got to take a swig, so... Oh! That's stupid. Mew could have really helped out there. And I mean really helped out. Well... Oh my god. Oh god, that is... Oh god. Ew. Freaking ew. Oh god. That is disgusting. Ew. Oh. Let's go for the Volt Switch. I know the Flygon's probably going to come in, but... Nope. That's where Volt Switch goes off. I've actually given myself hiccups. Go to Derp. Freaking hiccups. I'm just going to hold my breath for a second, guys. Yes, I got the burn. Very, very good. Yes. Okay. Now, I know these things carry Flamethrower, so I'm going to go into Rhys to see what it can do. Knockoff. Oh, why does everything have knockoff? That annoys me. That annoys me. Go for a Foul Play. God, I hate the fact that knockoffs are just so spammable nowadays. It should never have been a tutor move in the first place, in my opinion. It should never have been a tutor move. There was no reason for it to be a tutor move. Foul Play. Yes! Okay, what's it going to do? It's going to go... I'm going to go for a Protect to spam out one of its U-turns. The obvious U-turn is obvious, so I'm going to... Now I can just go for a Wish. That did nothing. That did nothing. Nothing. Now I feel like the Aggron's going to come back in here. So... I've got to play this game very carefully because I lost Mew really early. That means that I can't really do much against the Arcanine. I mean, I have Paul or... Not Paul. Why do I keep calling him Paul? He's called Derp. I don't know if I should keep the specs on. Yeah, I feel like the specs are going to be important. So, I'm going to go into Onesie. Incoming foul play. Nope, heal bell. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Go for a Toxic. I know that Synchronize is a thing, so foul play. Oh my God, what? What? Really? One-shotted by a freaking foul? Are you kidding? I should have gone for Destiny Bond. I should have gone for freaking Destiny Bond. Oh! Stupid mistakes like that. It's stupid mistakes like that cost games. I should never have got into freaking Onesie in the first place. It was always going to foul play. Of course it freaking was. God! Let's go for a trick on this Umbreon. Let's just trick it away. You can have some specs. Let's just... Oh! I hate making stupid mistakes like that. Trick failed. I might as well go for it again. I mean, actually no, the Aggron's probably going to come in, so I'm going to go to Dirt. Flygon. Suits me. Let's go for a Scold or an Ice. I'll go for Slag Off. Crunch. Does nothing toss me, that was nothing. Probably should have gone for Ice Beam. Let's go for a Scold instead. In comes Umbreon. Take the Scold real quick. I'm going to hold that real quick. Let's go for another Scold. Get the burn. Oh, I didn't need that, did I? At least now it's putting some pressure on because I know that this Umbreon has to switch out now. This Umbreon really has to switch out now because it cannot stay in. Well, it's going to die from the burn, so I'm really happy to get rid of this Umbreon. And like now I have complete control over status moves, so I can go into Rhys again here. No, I can't. Can I? No, I'll go into InTheCut. No. Oh, is this physical? Thunderbolt. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. I can deal with that. So that means it's mixed, so it's going to have Flamethrower. So I'm going to go into Rhys. Of course, Starmie can come out. Now I can go for the Wish freely. Or should I go for the? Should I go for the Heal Bell? Oh my God! I'm glad I went for the Wish. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Uncudine comes in. Obvious close combat is obvious. But I'm going to protect again anyway. Now this is going to be defensive Arcanine, isn't it? Because it has in Flash Fire. No Flash Fire. Of course it's going to have close combat. Wild Charge. Yeah, they predicted me to switch into Derp and Exile because of close combat and went for Wild Charge. Hey, I heard you like the Wild Charge. Ooh. Oh, I really could have done me Onesie for this Arcanine though. Really would have helped out. I have a feeling it's going to go for close combat now, so I'm going to go into Exile. God can take one. Yes! Predictions. Okay, I'm going to go for a Toxic straight away, or no, I want to go for a Slack Off. Go for a Slack Off. And the Electros comes in. I probably should have gone for a Toxic there because, like I said, I now have control over that side of the game. I now have control over status. Knock off. Okay, you're doing nothing to me, so I'm going to go for a Foul Play. No, I'll go for a heal though. Like I said, I have control over that side of the game. I have control over that. Aggron comes in. Stealth Rocks. It's going to InTheCut. InTheCut. Thunderwave. Yes! Predictions! Okay. I want to go for a Leaf Storm because the Flygon coming in is too obvious. So I'm going for a Leaf Storm here. Because they're not going to want to take... Oh! Another one will take this Aggron out though. Heavy Slam, that's going to be resisted. So I'm going to go for a... No. I'll go for Derp now. As in comes the Arcanine. Now I can take a Wild Charge. I've already judged that. Certainly take a Wild Charge. Even a crit Wild Charge like that. And I can peg you with a Scold. Yes! Arcanine, you are gone. Whew. Okay, I'm certain I can... How much did the Crunch do up there? Cause I'm just going to have a quick check. Crunch did 29% to Derp, so I can heal up with a Slack Off now. I think that's... you probably go for a U-turn. Okay, 24%. Now I can go for a Slack Off. And that will put me back at... big 67%, that's not bad, okay. Now, Rhys has definitely got this Electros in its back pocket. So Thunderbolt comes off. Now I'm going to stay in here and go for a Wish. Thunderbolt, yeah. No Paralysis, please. Go for a Protect. In comes the Thunderbolt. I have complete control over this game now, guys. Complete control. Like I said, getting rid of that Umbreon earlier, they probably should have switched out. Actually, no, I think it was just the timing of the burn that screwed them over. Because like if I hadn't got the burn, it would have been able to go for the move and then be able to get the Wish of Protect off. But because I did get the burn, they were forced into making a move. Now I'm faster than Mega Aggron, and a Foul Play's gonna hurt and probably take it out from this range. So yes, that's great. That's perfectly great. Flygon, now I'm going to Protect because this thing's Scarfed and I want to see what it's going to do. It's going to go for an Outrage. So it's Scarfed into Outrage, and now I'm going to go into Derp because if the Outrage goes off like that, I've locked it in. I've locked it into Outrage and I can just KO with an Ice Beam. It can't go for anything else. Somebody better put you back into your cage because you're as disappointing as a Flygon's Outrage. Oh! Bars. Yeah. I've been waiting to build that one off. Waiting. I've got this game. Like, I have completely got this game. Rhys can tank this Thunderbolt. I wanted to go into Exile there because I thought they were going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, but... Let's go into Exile. Thunderbolt. Oh! Caught me off guard there. Okay, jeez. Nice prediction there. Rhys OP. Rhys is OP. Freaking my tongue's burning. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, I'm actually crying. This hurts. I picked up the hotter one. Oh. And I won. Yes. Yes, that one's so satisfying. Yes. You have no idea how satisfying that one is. Oh, I'm crying. Oh. That game, I'm gonna share the replay of that because that was just so good. That was... Oh... I'll come back to that, but that was such a good game, that last one. I was very, very happy with the way I played and the way I managed to pull back. I mean, I made some great predictions there. I'm really pleased with myself. Really am, and that's another 2 wins clocked up. We're now at 1,360, and we now have 20 wins. We're on 20 wins. We're on 20 for 4. It's madness. And it must be love. I'm sorry. I guess you could say that I'm actually winning. I don't know. I was going to start doing some bars, but I couldn't think. Anyway, guys, that's cheered me right up. You have no idea. I'm so happy with today's episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, then please leave a like. I've been Onesie Banettite. Oh, and I forgot. Quick shout out to SwagLugiaXD for making my awesome layout for this. At the time, I didn't know how to make layouts, and I asked around on Twitter, and he said he'd make me one, and he has, and it looks freaking awesome. So I'll leave his link in the description. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Onesie Banettite, as I've said, and peace.